our agents. Go ahead.
No, go for it.
Our agents. They'll make net 50,000 more on than they have over the next 12 months. So what I've done with a lot of agents is actually pretty much every agent that was actually an agent before has come on our team. I say I've doubled, but I think that we've tripled or more most agents that are on our team, at least doubled. But I say every agent that I've talked to on our team tells me that they like, for instance, I got a thank you email from one of our agents on our team, and he said in the month of May, this past May, he said, I'm going to make more money in this 1 month, the month of May, than I have ever made at any W-2 job I've ever worked in 1 year.
Right.
So he's made more money in 1 month working for us than in 1 year at working at any regular paying job. So he's pretty happy.
Yeah.
So that's why it's easy for me to make that guaranteed. You make $50,000 more over the next 12 months, or I'll pay you the difference, because I just haven't failed yet.
Really good track record.
Got a great track record. It's easy for me to make that and stand behind it. And because, I know our system and processes and the amount of business that we have and the training you're going to get, you're going to have success. If you want to do this and you want to do it well, and you need more business, and you need more training, you should at least check us out.
That's great. Yeah, and obviously, I mean, you have tons of stories like that. I mean, mine is, I have a story the same way where, I'm making, regular salary at Verizon plus sales, and I did door-to-door roofing before I came down here. So I've never made more money than I have now currently either. So there's multiple levels to this, and not only do we make great money, but we get to enjoy life.
Yes.
We get to have a great culture to work in. Just being on the team itself is there's no other place I've ever worked at, and I've worked at a lot of jobs in my short life.
In your young life.
in my young life that I've been. But really, I mean, like, just the community that we have as a company is it just fosters, the John 1 and 3 culture.
3 John 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Yeah, sorry.
So thank you for that. But the whole thing, behind that is we do have fun. We're a family. It's getting larger, but we are a family. There's no, the culture's set up in a way, and the system's set up in a way. There's no infighting over business.
There's no need.
There's no need. It's you're going to get your appointment, and there's no, this one's, it just doesn't happen. Drama, we don't do drama.
Yeah.
And it's very well known in the company that we don't tolerate it. So that's not in our company. And when we do sense it, we deal with it. We deal with it head on. We deal with things head on because, we have a lot of people to protect. There's, think about this, Tanner. We're talking about the agents, but overall company wise, we got 70 people.
There's a little bit more than
but
that.
then you add on top of it, how many, it could be more than that. I don't know. We're growing so fast, it's hard for me to keep count. So, I think you're right. We're probably close to 100.
Yeah.
So with that, not just those 100 people, but think about all the families that they have, all the people they're responsible for. So, that's a lot of weight that I carry.
Yep.
That I like. We're responsible for hundreds of families.
Yep.
Not just, these are people and their families and their, and sometimes, yes, it's unfortunate that things don't work out, but it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
Right.
Doesn't mean that it's disappointing. Doesn't mean that I hurt for them. My wife and I, we care about people, and we put our people over profits all the time. And there's people out there in our organization that will tell you they've experienced that. They have experienced it personally. Mm-hmm. You're going through hard times. We're there.
Yep.
We're there.
A lot of times people don't even ask for it. They don't have to ask for it. Happens because you guys have such a great pulse.
Well,
with the way the system's set up.
We care about our people, and so. With that, going back to stories about agents making money, there's one that comes to mind, and he was telling me the other day that he said, the last year that I worked for another franchise, he said, he said the last year I did, the first year I worked for you, I made $100,000 net more on top of what I made
Right.
that last year, that other company, $100,000 more.
Right.
So that was big. And then there's one that I remember, this was several years ago. He's been with us for
at least 5 years.
Oh no, 6 or 8 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At least 5. I don't
Yeah,
know
at least,
exactly. When
I
he
think
joined.
about
It
6,
was-
6 or 8 years. Anyway, he came in and he just told me, he said, listen, if you don't hire me, I'm going to go back to where he came from and go back to the job he was doing. He said, that's not what I want to do. And so we talked. He was working for another franchise and he was just door knocking.
Yep.
He had no marketing, didn't really have the money to spend on things, you know.
Yep.
So I realized he was a hard worker and he had some, you know, character integrity about him, and we hired him. And his first year, you know, his first year in real estate with the company he was at, he made like $18,000.
Yeah.
His first year with us, he made like $80,000 net. So I think we impacted his, I think we more than tripled that, right?
Yeah.
And we made a big impact in his life. And today he's one of our coaches,
Yeah.
highly successful and living a great life. I love seeing that. I love those stories. And that's what I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about transforming people's lives,
Right.
not just financially, but in every area,
All
health,
aspects.
spiritual area. I'm passionate about, and my wife is the same way. So our